So I studied magic, mainly to impress people, and the quirkier corners of human psychology, and the power of the perfectly placed lie. And I will be using all three of those techniques with you this morning. I have to be dishonest with you sometimes, but I'm always honest about my dishonesty. If anyone's seen the Mentalist series, apparently it was based on me, the writer based it on me, so that's probably a good place to start. So it's a sort of mind-reading thing. It's somewhere between the world of magic and the world of psychics, but I don't believe in any of that, and nothing I do is remotely psychic. It's a mixture of reading people, influencing people, suggestion, and a certain amount of kind of magic technique as well, dressed up to form this thing. So it is a unique show. As far as I know, I'm the only person that does this kind of thing, and it's a lot of audience participation, it's people getting involved, it's that kind of thing. But I think what it delivers is different from what a magic show will deliver, or from a play, or from anything else. It's a big, fun, also a bit dark and a bit scary, audience immersive thing. It's really, even if no one else enjoys it, I love it.
What I love is that he reads people. So much of what he does is about how you influence and how you read people. But that's not pretend. He's looking at you and he's assessing, and he's looking at the pulse in your neck, and he's looking at what your eyebrow does and something that I don't even know that's in your eyes. And so I just like the idea of that kind of careful, close study, which is really about listening and being seen. So I feel like there's something really essential about that, and like so fundamental to what it means to be a human. I don't know that I've ever been that entertained and also like had these kinds of thoughts, but it just felt like, oh, this is someone who really believes in deep connection. And you feel when he's talking to you, whether on stage or off stage, that it's just you. And there's something really personal about that.
Bring your hands back out. So this time I will ask you, is it in this hand, is it in this hand? And I want you to say yes both times. So one should be lying and one should be telling the truth, but try not to give away which is which, just a nice clear yes both times. All right, so is it in this hand?
Yeah.
Is it in this hand?
Yeah.
God, look at that face, she's really good at this. Christ, I'd hate to be in a relationship with her. And thank you, that's it. So look, it's just the difference between the conscious and the unconscious communication. The conscious communication is you saying yes, as I asked you to, but the unconscious comes when I make the silly rude joke about being in a relationship and you relax for a bit. And when she did, look, she's doing it now, the hand nearest you is not moving. The other one is, a little softer, so the hand nearest you is more tense. So in other words, it's probably got the 20 in, so I don't think she's changed hands. So turn and face the front again. I'm saying again, it's the same hand. You've heard this from me, but show us which hand is it in. Good, 2 out of 4. Lovely, back behind your back.
I feel like this is a show that when you walk out, if you really absorb what happened, it's 4 days of talk. It's 6 hours of who am I going to tell and who am I going to bring, because you walk in there with a little bit of cynicism. I think all of us, we have the armor we have, and he just peels it all away. And he says, well, what if this was possible? And what if this was possible? And I think it expands you. I think it makes you inside open up and have to consider that there's more that can be done than you think. And also the power of what it means to be a human. I think a lot about that documentary, Free Solo. This was someone who said, I'm going to climb that mountain. You think that's not what humans do? Well, they do and they did. And Derren's show gave me that same sense of wonder.
We're going to play a version of Guess Who. Do you remember which person you're thinking of?
Yes.
That was out loud. So again, just in your head. Easy mistake. Say nothing. Do you remember which person it is? We'll just give that one more go. Do you remember which person it is? Perfect, thank you. So that's the yes I'm after. So if that's a yes, then is the person you're thinking of a woman? Are you thinking of, yes, thank you, it's a yes again. Good, so we can get rid of the men. Sorry, madam. Good. What about glasses? Oh, no, Jennifer. Is it Jennifer? It is, thank you so much. Then you're done. You may head back. Bob, everybody. I hope people leave, first of all, on a high. Drive home asking each other all sorts of questions about what they've just seen and trying to unpick it. But also at its heart, aside from the mind-blowing amazement aspect of it, I also hope there's a heart. The heart of the show is about the narratives that we tell ourselves, the narratives that we live by, and that's a thread that runs through the whole show. Because anybody, whether it's a magician or a hypnotist or a charlatan, psychic or somebody, is feeding you a narrative, and we do this all the time in life. That's how we interact with the world, is by forming a story, and that's ultimately what the show's about. So I'd love it if it hit both of those notes for people, but it's also a huge, fun night. And your name is? Connie, very nice to meet you. Don't look at me now and sleep. I've got you right the way down, right the way deep. right the way sound asleep, just drifting and sinking and floating. My voice just there in the center of your head. And all we're going to do, Connie, just to make this a little easier for me to read, is to open up your natural signals a little. Daniel and David, sit down. Actually, Justin, you can sit down. And that should just leave one of you. If you're still standing, just shout out yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right, keep your eyes, okay. You can open your eyes, Connie. Write down the name, come and stand here, write down the name of the person you were thinking of, honestly, even if you can see them and you know who they are, really who you were thinking of. You can't see anyone, perfect. Right. Don't let anybody else see either, don't let anybody else see. All right, I'll ask you to shout your name in just a moment, and when you do, loudly and clearly would be great. One person left, your name is?
Brendan.
Brendan, turn it around, who were you thinking of? Brendan, excellent, well done. Thank you so much.